So this is the Lord's Legion, and I think that this is the best time to give you guys a little update revolving around my upcoming series, Comic Combat. Now, although I've only announced this a month ago, a lot of you guys seem to be very excited for this, and I'm so happy that you guys are as excited for this series to come out as I am. And like I said, I know it has been over a month since the announcement, but don't worry, it's still coming. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with this new series, allow me to give you a brief overview. Now, essentially, Comic Combat is going to be a fun little series in that I pick two characters from Marvel and DC and pit them against one another. In other words, it's going to be a Faces series in a similar fashion to Death Battle, Grudge Match, and several other Faces series such as these. And what's going to happen is that I'm going to have a co-host who will be debating with me on who would win over the other. Now, I have had quite a few people who wanted to join up with me in being the co-host for this series. And I do appreciate people's enthusiasm in wanting to be part of Comic Combat. And I do have a co-host for this series, as to which I'm about to introduce to you guys. And the person who's going to be the co-host for Comic Combat is of course a very close friend of mine, Josh. Or better yet, Josh F Cosplay. Now, Josh is going to be the one who will be debating with me on who would win in a fight between either character. And Josh will be the one who will represent all of the DC characters, while I will be representing all of the Marvel characters. Now, I would very much appreciate it if you guys decide to go ahead and subscribe to Josh's channel, and tell him the Lord has sent you. And since it's been quite a while since I last updated you guys revolving around Comic Combat, I think it's best for me to tell you guys the first 6 matchups that will be part of Season 1. And this is how it's going to be in order. Now, like I mentioned in the last video, the first matchup will of course be Batman vs Black Panther, as to which this matchup will still be the first episode, seeing as how both of us know these two characters left and right. And personally, I feel like this matchup is the perfect way to open up this series. Next, we have Wolverine vs Lobo. Although they have faced before in the comics, I believe that this is a very interesting matchup regardless, seeing as both of them are more or less anti-heroes who can regenerate rather rapidly, and is also a pretty insane matchup to have. And then episode 3 will in fact be Captain Marvel vs Supergirl. And why I have this matchup is because both of these characters are getting such a huge push lately, and are also pretty similar when it comes down to their abilities, mostly when it comes down to their strength and speed. And then episode 4 will be Shazam vs Thor. Now, originally I had Superman instead of Shazam, but I feel like this is a much more appropriate matchup, seeing as both characters are incredibly godlike as well as having electrical abilities. Not to mention the mystical aspects of both characters, it does make Shazam and Thor seem like a match made in heaven. And then episode 5 will in fact be Lex Luthor vs Doctor Doom. Easily two of the smartest human beings in their respective universes, as well as being feared and successful villains. And to me, Lex Luthor and Doctor Doom have so many similarities, I feel like this is a perfect matchup. And finally, for episode 6, we have Brainiac vs Ultron, which could easily be the season finale unless we're going to go with 12 episodes, which is still something I'm thinking about. And why I picked this matchup is because they are so similar in so many ways, and I also feel like that this battle could go either way, which is why I think that this is a very good matchup as well as making a good debate. Now, at this point, you guys must be wondering on when I will be releasing the first episode of Comic Combat. And although it's still unclear at this point in time, I am hoping that at the very least it will come out at the end of September or early October at the very most. And on top of the 6 matchups that I've just mentioned to you guys, I do have another 12 matchups that I'm keeping under wraps. But either way, please feel free to give me some suggestions on what we could do in the future. And the matchups have to be Marvel vs DC. So this is pretty much going to be the end of this video, and as always, thank you guys for watching this video. Please like and subscribe, stay tuned to when the first episode comes out, and please make sure to subscribe to Josh's channel as well. Take care and have a good one.